The nations of Micronesia, the Marshall Islands, and Palau are they sit on some of the most strategically important property on the planet, right along the sea lanes and the air routes that our military depend on to defend our territories and to keep the Indo-Pacific free and open. And if we lose the foothold there, we are never going to get it back. Under our existing treaties with these nations, the United States has exclusive defense and security rights across millions of square miles of the Pacific. That means that no foreign military, no Chinese naval base, no hostile radar station, no backdoor deals with Beijing, that strategic denial alone is worth far more than what we spend on these agreements. China understands this, which that is why Beijing is attempting to bribe small Pacific nations with loans, with port deals, infrastructure projects that are often coming with strings attached. They're trying to push the United States out of its own backyard and rewrite the balance of power in the Pacific. This is about strength, stability, and deterrence. A strong forward presence prevents war, and it reassures our allies. It protects our troops in Guam and Hawaii, and it makes it harder for China to threaten American interests without firing a shot. Letting these compacts lapse or weaken would be an open invitation for China to move in and make the Pacific less stable. It would put American forces at greater risk, and it would ultimately cost the taxpayers far more to fix later as we defend our national interests in these territories. So my question, Mr. Demipan, for you is, can you describe how China is actively trying to expand its influence in the Pacific Islands, and how COFA helps to block Beijing from gaining a strategic foothold in this region?
Thank you for that question, Congressman. And along with your lead up to the question, you're absolutely correct. We see a lot of activities that are happening in the FAS countries. And unfortunately, they're activities that are illegal or are meant to coerce a free and stable Indo-Pacific region. And so through the COFA commitments, the department is actively engaging in economic development grants, investing in those economic development in terms of infrastructure, in terms of building their capacity in the sectors of health, of education, and building a sense of good governance, so that in our efforts to instill stability, security, and prosperity in these countries, we believe that through these commitments, the societies of the COFA countries will understand that the enduring relationship that is on the cusp of 4 decades through the COFA, through its origination, is there, and that the commitment of the United States is valued at way higher amounts than soft power and land grabs and just business entities. So I think the United States has shown its commitment and continues to be fully committed to thwart those threats.
Mr. Grubel, how do compacts of free association give the United States concrete military and security advantages in the Pacific that we could not replicate if these nations were to drift towards China?
Very good question, sir. So the compacts are absolutely essential for national security in the Indo-Pacific. With the exclusive military rights, with exclusive military access, every country's military, before they stop to refuel, like aircraft or ships, for the associated states, they have to ask for permission, not just from, it's normal diplomatic permission from the host government, but then the United States Department of War and the State Department have to clear on that. So, and that's something that we regularly do at Department of War. There's a State Department Office of PM Bureau for Defense Integration. They help coordinate that. So without that, this guarantees us our access across the Pacific, and it also ensures that no threat can emanate from the freely associated states.
Got it. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Gentleman yields. At this time, the chair recognizes the gentleman from the state of Arizona, Ms. Grihal.